Sorry, I know this is coming out super late, and that's on me, but I do not give a shit what anyone says. Going into Seattle and knocking off this Seahawks team is a huge win for us. This is the kind of win that ends up building momentum and bringing a team closer together. And I know there are people sitting out there right now like, oh, Joku, we ended up doing the same shit last week. Taking a shit-ass Broncos team and having them bring you down to the wire is not the same as going into a team that should be 7-5 right now, but they hit a fucking brick wall by the name of Josh Jacobs. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. But the defense did just enough to keep us in this game, and Derek Carr and Josh Jacobs were able to go out there and close this fucking thing out. And Carr looked shaky as shit to start this game, but he was able to settle in and ended up playing a damn good game by the time it was all said and done. But the hero of this game, yet again, was Josh Jacobs, putting on a fucking show. It is insane how good he is playing this season. We have to figure out a way to keep his ass on this roster next season, and it's going to be incredibly hard to do. That kid is on a fucking mission right now, and he's going to the highest bidder at the end of this season, and that shit better be us. And then finishing up the offense, and this never happens, I'm going to give a shout out to our offensive line. This was the best game they have played as a cohesive unit this entire season. Carr's ass only got sacked one time. He had plenty of time in the pocket, and their run block was spectacular. If they were able to play like that on a week-to-week basis, our record would be completely flip-flopped. Then moving over to the defensive side of the ball, we'll start exactly where we always do, with Mad Max, who is the best fucking defensive end in football. Hands down, I do not give a shit what anyone says. That kid has a motor like I have never seen out of any player ever. And he's only getting started. Denzel Perryman ended up playing a huge game, had that big pick for us, and Sam Webb ended up playing another decent game. Nichols showed up in a huge damn way, but ended up getting knocked out towards the end. I'm hoping his ass is going to be all right. And yeah, I get it. We gave up 34 points, but they made the stops when we needed them, and we were able to capitalize off that, and that is the reason we took this game to overtime, and the reason we were able to shut this damn thing out. Now we have a ton of momentum going into this Chargers game, and the talking heads are going fucking crazy. Can we do this? Can we get on the bubble? Can the Raiders slip into the playoffs? That is the big question on everybody's mind. Can we actually do this? And the honest answer is, who fucking knows? The Raiders would have to win out this season if they want to make a playoff run. The only way you can do that is to take this shit game by game, and we have a few huge games coming up. The Chargers, the Patriots, and the Chiefs are going to be fucking battles that we have to win. We got the 49ers, who are always a tough-ass game for us, but we should be able to kick the shit out of the Rams and the Steelers. That is still a tough-ass road of games that you have to head down when you cannot lose a single one. It's going to take a small fucking miracle, but stranger things have happened in the NFL every single season. But if we end up losing this Chargers game, the pipe dream ends right then and there. But the last time we played him, we were able to keep Eckler pretty much in check for the entire game. That is a huge piece of this Chargers offense. The thing that ended up completely fucking us in that first game of the season was Justin Herbert, taking advantage of Jonathan Abram and making him look like a damn fool the entire fucking time. But that's not going to be an issue this game. If Sam Webb's able to step up a little bit and we actually get Hobbs back, this could end up being dramatically different. Herbert was able to hit 9 different receivers in that last game. We cannot get spread out like that again. That's the kind of shit that opens up Eckler to just have a fucking field day on us. Our defense has to be able to step up huge in this game. We cannot give up another 34 points. I want to see Cleve Farrell continue to work into this defensive line rotation. He has gotten a good bit of snaps the past 2 weeks, and we have walked away with wins in both of those games. The only thing Chandler Jones has proven is that the reason he doesn't tackle is so he's in the right position to pick up the fumble. That man did not have a single other recordable stat on the sheet last week. I know we paid his ass a shit ton of money, but sometimes you just have to accept the fact we ended up signing a bust and we have to put his ass on the bench or as a rotational piece because his ass is not good for anything else. Then finishing up the defense, we have to talk about Merrick, and I don't know what it is, but there's something in my gut telling me this is going to be the game where that fucking kid ends up going off, and he's going to be the reason that we beat the Chargers. That kid is due, and it's going to be a huge game for him. I'm calling it right now. Then on the offensive side of the ball, Carr has to go off. There is no other way that we are going to win this game. You cannot bank on Josh Jacobs going for 300 plus total purpose yards every single week. That shit is not going to happen. But over the past 2 weeks, he has spread the ball around a hell of a lot more than he has. And it's been a dramatic improvement for this offense. And one of the big reasons Josh Jacobs has been able to find so much space. That combined with the offensive line, who has to step up and have another huge game. If you seriously think that this Raiders team can go on the run and make it to the playoffs, you better watch those front five, because that is going to be the difference of if we do or if we do not. Foster Moreau and Matt Collins are going to have to continue to contribute to this offense and get in the house like they did. And I'm saying it right now, Zamir White has to touch the ball more. As much as I love watching Josh Jacobs carry the ball 33 times, there is no fucking reason that he has to. You're going to end up getting his ass hurt. Zamir only had 2 carries, but he was averaging 7 yards a pop. Why not give him a few more opportunities and give Josh Jacobs a little bit of a break? That kid deserves the opportunity, especially if he has the potential to be your number 1 back moving forward. Get his ass the reps, especially if he's feeling it like he was against the Seahawks. But I am really looking forward to tomorrow's game because it is make or break every single week for the remainder of this season. We fucking owe the Chargers one good ass whipping this year. It's not going to be easy. I'm expecting a pretty damn high scoring game once again. Calling the score right now, 35-31, Raiders win and move one step closer into making that fucking miracle push. Let me know your thoughts, man. I'll catch y'all tomorrow night.